40s, we had our old-fashioned square homes that were made out of wood and brick. These, however, took a long time to build, and it was costly, and they took a lot of materials. So somebody came along and decided we need a new home. It was called the Maxian house, and it was a circular house, and it is said to be known as the home of the future. Over here we have a display of some of the facts about the Dymaxian house. One reason why it was more efficient is because it only took 10 men 2 days to assemble the house using simple tools and following instructions. The parts were also mass-produced, and they were placed in a can and shipped right to your lot. Now if we keep walking, here's the display of some of the pictures of the Dymaxian house, the living room. And then now here we have a blueprint. So who actually invented and designed the Dymaxian house? It was a guy named Buckminster Fuller. He was an architect and an inventor and came from Beech Aircraft Corporation. And what he did is he took what he knew from building airplanes and decided to try and build a house with those parts. And it was supposed to be more efficient and effective.
Buckminster Fuller thought that the round house, the dome shape, offered more interior space, and it also was aerodynamic, so there was less drag or heat loss within this house. So what is so great about a mass-produced home? These homes were very inexpensive to produce, and they were also, you could disassemble the house whenever you were ready to move. Some of the products that were used to manufacture these homes were aluminum and plastic. He thought that it would be better to use aluminum because it was strong and lightweight, and it was also flexible around the contours to make the round shape of the house. Also, plastic was used in the house. He used fabricoid for the doors to save space because they can fold like an accordion, and also plexiglass for the windows so the windows did not shatter in the house.
Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the Dymaxian house. So as you see here, we're looking into the living room, and you see all of this aluminum siding. The whole house is made of those cheaper, easier, more lighter weight materials that we talked about earlier, including aluminum. So let's go in. And here's the front closet and the foyer. And this is the wonderful docent Joe. Hello, Joe.
Hello there. Oh boy, I hope this doesn't go on Facebook or Instagram.
Over here is the restroom. You'll see the shower and the sink and the bathroom all compacted there into the middle, into this master bedroom. Joe, can we go ahead and give her a whirl? Thank you so much. So to conserve space, shelving was on this circular sort of conveyor belt styles, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, something in the kitchen is also on a conveyor belt. Is that correct?
It is 8 shelves on a conveyor belt driven by an electric motor.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And here we go. We're going to head over into this section here that shows us a little bit more about the makeup of the house. So there's some more information about the way that they were using these materials uniquely to solve these problems. So they thought that they were really onto some design and engineering breakthroughs here, especially with this cool ventilation system coming up through the middle of the house. Then we'll move on into the kitchen. And the laundry was installed here in the kitchen. Like it says on the sign, it is an all-in-one kitchen unit. So they really thought that they had the ticket to something special here. Unfortunately, this design was not sustainable to live in because of the material. The aluminum contains copper, which oxidizes and would not be sustainable out in the open air. And one last look there quickly at the suspension, the Dymaxian suspension, and we'll head out and end our tour. Hi, we're here at the Dymaxian house at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. I'm Kit Miller.
I'm Carrie Rice.
I'm Shelby Antio.
And we're creating this 360 virtual tour of the Dymaxian house for LTECH. Today we've been talking a little bit about innovative design and using creative materials, and problem solving to come up with a solution for a problem. We were thinking about 5th graders when we talked about creating this virtual tour, and just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the museum before we leave. All right, thank you for joining us.